All right, we are going to do a quick little video on the winter training program that we got coming up here starting this week. All right, so as always, I'll try to be brief, but it's probably going to be a longer video. I'll try to leave some short notes if you don't want to watch the whole thing um, above me. All right, so as you guys know, we wrapped up the fall strength cycle, did really well with it, saw really good results, saw some huge PRs at Festivus, and so super proud of everybody for being consistent on that, and good job. So now we're going to be shifting gears and focusing on prepping everybody for the CrossFit Open. And so we want to give you kind of a brief, big picture of what the program is going to look like over the next several months. And we're going to talk about the strength program. We're going to talk about the CrossFit Open itself and how we're going to prepare you for it. And then the last thing that we're going to go over is a little mini pull-up challenge that we're going to be running starting this week. All right, so first thing we'll discuss is the strength program. And so the big thing that's going to be different about the strength program now than what you've seen over the last 4 to 6 months, it's going to be a lot less structured. We've been primarily focusing on the three main lifts: back squat, deadlift, and shoulder press. And we've been doing that at the expense of working on some of the other fundamental lifts in CrossFit. So you're going to get a lot less structure, but on the upside is you're going to see a lot more variety in the programming. So we're going to see a return of the front squats, overhead squats, thrusters, all those fun lifts that you've been missing, I'm sure, over the fall. And we're also going to be getting back to doing some more fundamental foundational strength. And so what I mean by that and what that's going to look like is we're going to be doing more tempo work, offering more tempo work as one of the options, as well as some isometric work, working in different pauses. And we're also going to be using a lot lighter weight. All right. There's going to continue to be 3 different options for you to follow. All right, so there will be a testing option, and what that testing option for, or who that testing option for, is really just new people who are coming into CrossFit who don't know where they're at for their strength. All right, the majority of us, we test it out. We know where we're at with our strength. We don't need to be testing that year round. So, but we are going to offer that as an option for people who are new and still haven't found out where they're at. So that will be one option. Another option is going to be a building/technique option. And this is going to be for our more experienced seasoned athletes who have tested out their strength and really just want to focus on shoring up weak points and strengthening up their joints and ligaments and just maintaining the strength that they built over the fall. All right, so that will be one of the options. And then the third option is going to be accessory work. And so if you've been here for a while, you've seen this before. One of the options is just going to be some accessory work that's related to whatever it is that we're doing for the strength piece that day. So you can do that in place of the strength piece, or you can do that as supplementary work after the Metcon to whatever we're doing for the strength piece. So those will be the 3 different options. And it's going to continue to follow a 3-week cycle. Meaning every 3 weeks our percentages will reset. On week 1, the percentages will be relatively low, and then we'll be making small incremental increases to those percentages over the course of the 3 weeks. All right. The structure of the week is also going to be changing periodically. So during Juggernaut, we did shoulder press on Monday, back squat on Tuesday, deadlift on Saturday. We're still going to follow upper body, lower body for the strength piece, not for the Metcons. It's going to be full body for the Metcons. But we're going to follow that pattern, but it's going to change depending on what we're doing in our Metcons throughout the week, all right? So the Metcons are really going to take the primary focus, and we're going to really prioritize that over the strength piece. So you're going to see some change in the structure of the strength piece, which is fine. It should be fun. I think it'll be refreshing for people to kind of be able to do some different lifts that can't make it in on a regular basis. But getting back to this, If you have any questions, that's pretty much all for the strength piece that I'm going to discuss. But again, if you have any questions, reach out to me. You can leave a comment below and I'll try to answer it. All right, next thing we're going to talk about is the CrossFit Open. All right, so put this date down. It's February 17th. That's going to be our first Friday night throwdown. And so we always have a ton of fun during the CrossFit Open. We try to get everybody at the gym to participate. Whatever your skill level is, there's always an option, and it's always a lot of fun. So again, February 17th, that'll be our first CrossFit Open workout that we do at the gym. All right, so leading up to that, we're going to be prepping you guys, and we're going to talk about what that's going to look like. So on Wednesdays, we've already started this. We've been retesting some CrossFit Open workouts that we've seen in the past that we think are good preparation. One of the best ways that you can prep yourself is just by doing the CrossFit Open workouts. And so we're going to continue to offer that. There really is only so much we can do when it comes to prepping you, because everybody is coming into the Open with different strengths and different weaknesses. So if I program something for one person, may not really help another person. And so that's one of the reasons why we give you guys so many opportunities for Open Gym throughout the week, is because we want to give you guys opportunities to work on those weaknesses that are going to best prepare you not only for the CrossFit Open, but just to be better, well-rounded CrossFitters. So continue to take advantage of that. Grab your coaches. There's typically always a coach on the floor during Open Gym, and ask them for help on a skill that you want to do well on in the Open. Okay, another change in the programming that you're going to see that's geared towards helping you out with the Open is on Saturday, we're going to return to doing longer partner WODs. All right, so before the strength cycle this summer, we were doing a ton of longer workouts on Saturdays. And so we're going to return to that. And part of the reason for that is because the CrossFit Open, as you may or may not know, it's a work capacity test. They want to see how much work you can get done within whatever given time frame, with whatever movement they offer. And so one of the ways that you're going to build your work capacity is by doing longer workouts. And so that's what we're going to be doing on Saturday. We're going to call it the Rise and Grind. All right, so on Saturday morning, 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. class, longer partner WODs, and we're looking forward to that. All right. So last thing that we're going to cover is the mini pull-up challenge that we're going to be doing starting this week. All right, so this is also in preparation for the CrossFit Open. We know that that is one of the things that is frequently tested in the CrossFit Open is some type of gymnastic pulling skill. And so one of the best ways that you can be prepared for that is by having a good amount of strict pull-up strength. All right, and so this is going to be just a 6-week program. There's going to be a lot of dynamic work in it. So there's going to be tempo pull-ups and pull-ups with isometric holds in it, as well as a lot of volume. All right, so this is just going to be an option. You don't have to do it. It's going to be programmed 2 times a week, and it's going to be programmed based around the other times that we are working on our pull-ups in the Metcon. But, and so I will say that if you plan on doing this, you're probably going to be pretty sore. It's going to be a ton of volume. You may even tear your hands. But what we have found is that if you really want to develop your pull-up strength, you need to have some opportunities to work on those outside of a Metcon setting and with some structure. And so that's what we're hoping to provide for you guys over the next 6 weeks. So we're looking forward to that. That's going to start this week, and that's about it. So if you have any questions about the programming and the training cycle, I'd love to try to answer them. You can message me below in the section, and I will try to get back to you, or you can just talk to me in class. And I'll try to leave a brief outline of everything that we covered. All right, so looking forward to seeing you guys in the new year, and hopefully hitting some new PRs and becoming better CrossFitters. All right, we'll see you guys.